Dude, I got one name, Matt McLean. They need Matt McLean back,
It's his
dude.
birthday today. It's his
Is
birthday.
it? Okay, happy birthday, Matt. Get back to the Reds as soon as you can.
Dude, they need him.
And I'm in love with this good life. Can't give it up. Make it to the top and keep climbing. I wanna live it up. The good life. I'm coming up. I'm coming up. The good life. Good life. Oh, good life. Good life. Good life. Yeah.
Boom, coming in hot, Kimpy from the Jersey Shore still, brother. How was the concert last night, dude?
Dude, it was so good. All three bands, amazing. And it started with, by the way, Steve Miller, dude, he's 80 years old. There's people out there who are candidates for offices who can't speak English, and this dude is rocking out at 80, dude.
Come on, he was like, Abra, Abra.
Dude, he came out, very first song. Oh, 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 oh,
So good.
come on and dance. It's sick, dude.
Come
Sick.
on, dance.
And then I thought about another thing. I'll give you a baseball reference. So they came out first. Second is Journey. Now, this kid, dude, I know he's not Perry, but like you're replacing like Dom Mattingly in a lineup. Like he's
Right.
so good, dude. He's so good. So
I
good.
heard he's incredible. Yeah, I heard he's incredible.
All night. Dude, they were so good. And then, of course, your boys
Dude,
came
by
out.
the way, you sound nothing like him. So don't go to Journey and ask if you could be the lead singer next, because you ain't going
I
to
won't.
work.
I won't. But then, of course, Pour Some Sugar on Me was out of control.
Dude, how good is Def Leppard, bro? I saw them last year with Poison, Motley Crue, and Def Leppard. And by far, Def Leppard, first off, Vince Neil can't sing anymore.
Right.
With Motley Crue, he's like, he's like, can't stop my
Yeah.
And Brett Michaels is pretty good with Poison.
Right.
But, dude, Def Leppard rocked it, bro. They're still legit.
So you told me yesterday they're on a gas and they're jacked up, right? So
Yeah.
I got an insight onto why they're so jacked. And this is a great story. So Jess obviously works with Mets. She was talking to like one of their roadies or something yesterday before I got there. And so they went either on a tour or they did a couple shows, right? With the Rolling Stones years ago. Okay.
Right.
And when they go and they were with the Rolling Stones, they found out that the Rolling Stones travel with a full gym, okay? And they work out like an hour and a half a day hard. The Rolling Stones do. So Def Leppard sees that and goes, if the Rolling Stones do that, that's what we need to do. And that's why they're so jacked. How cool is that story, dude?
Wow, that's cool. And they're on the gas.
Yeah, they got to be juiced. Dude, they're all juiced, man.
I mean, you still have to lift to be on the gas. I mean, and still look good. Dude, I mean, I'm probably, when I'm 75, 80, I might jump on the gas.
Yeah, jump on the gas, dude. Look at all the actors. You think Brad Pitt's really ripped? No, Brad Pitt sits there and smokes cigarettes and drinks like Budweisers and then like gets juiced up for like Fight Club.
No, yeah, we do. Zac Efron, guy's ripped.
Oh, come on. You don't think he's gassed up? They're all
for this new role he did. There's no doubt.
all right. I'm gonna
Dude,
tell
really quick. I also too last night I had if you're ever out in Jersey, dude, at Asbury Park, I went to Danny Clinch. Danny Clinch is one of the like photographers to like Pearl Jam, Bruce, Neil. I mean, did you name it, dude? He took one of the most iconic Tupac pictures that was on like Rolling Stone magazine when Tupac died. It was Danny Clinch, dude. Like his gallery. You got to go to Danny Clinch's gallery in Asbury Park, bro. It was incredible. We had a nice dinner last night. I saw him at Ed Vedder's 60th birthday party last weekend. And he's like, come on out. I said, I'm going to be a man swan. So if you're ever in Jersey and go to Asbury Park, it's right next to the Stone Pony where Bruce Springsteen used to, kind of got his start. It's right across the street, dude. It is an incredible place. We had the best time last night. We went to the museum. We went to his gallery, and checked out his stuff, which was phenomenal. And then we all went to dinner at a place called Porta, which was so good. And then we came back and he had a little band play at his gallery. It was just a cool little night. So I wasn't Def Leppard and all that and Journey, but it was pretty awesome.
That sounds great, dude. All right,
Yeah.
yeah, I gotta head there one day. All right, let's talk about one guy who I don't think is on a gas. Would never assume this guy's on a gas. Dude, Kyle Schwarber made a statement yesterday. The team made a statement yesterday. They might be the best team in baseball. And when Kyle Schwarber is on, like he was on last night, he's maybe one of the best hitters in baseball. Give me your Schwarber take. Get it out.
Dude, I love Schwarb first off, and I love to see him doing what he's doing because even last year when he hit 197, I'm like, dude, this guy could hit. When he came out of Indiana, he was ranked the best pure hitter in the draft. So when he got drafted by the Cubs first round, he was the top 10 first round pick. He was rated as the best hitter in the draft, pure hitter. So when I see Schwarber like just hitting home runs, like hit 47 homers, but 197, I'm like, man, and struck out 250 times. I'm like, man, that's not Schwarber. Dude, this guy is one of the best hitters in the game. I always felt that way. And this year, he's hitting over 260. He's got almost a 900 OPS, and he's got 27 bombs, 73 ribbies. But here's the deal, Chinch. You want to talk about a guy that cares. You want to talk about a leader. You want to talk about a guy that goes out every single day and he's like, how can I get better? This offseason, he's like, you know what? I don't want to punch out as much. I need to put the ball and play more. And for everyone out there, if you're a hitter, if you put the ball and play more, you're going to be a better player. You just are because balls are going to get through. You're going to run into a couple. Last year, I think he hit 104 with 2 strikes. This year, he's hitting 157, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. 50 points higher is huge. And less than 2 strikes, dude, the guy's one of the best hitters in the game. Over 1,300 OPS, hitting over 390. So, I love it, man. For him last night, 4 for 4, 3 bombs, drove in 7 runs. He basically beat the Dodgers himself. Literally beat the Dodgers himself. So that's what, dude. And in the postseason, man, guy's one of the best players in the postseason too. So I love the adjustments Forbes making. I always thought he's one of the best hitters in the game when he came up with the Cubs. And to see him making the adjustments that he's making is pretty awesome. And you got to give K. Long some credit too. Kevin Long, who's the hitting coach over there, man. He is the best in the business, and he has made an impact on Schwarber, his mentality. They were together with the Nationals too, and Schwarber had a couple of really nice years with the Nationals. Kevin Long was there too. So you got to give K. Long some credit. But I love Schwarber, choking up a little with 2 strikes, having a 2-strike approach. Like you're strong enough, even if you choke up, put the ball in play. Kyle Schwarber hits the ball as hard as anybody in the big leagues. And what I loved last night, Chinch, home run to left center, home run to right center, kind of all over the place. And, you're seeing that more this year. He's pulling the ball less than he was last year. And I just love to see adjustments like that, man. Kyle Schwarber, one of the best hitters in the game, and a guy that can beat you, put your team on his back.
Yeah, and to your postseason thing, dude, he has played in 8 years of postseason. He has 20 postseason home runs, Strong.
Right.
20. And remember the year he was hurt the entire year and then just came back and hit 500 in the playoffs?
Dude, 2016 when they won it. He was hurt the whole year. Didn't even rehab, dude. He didn't have time to rehab. Comes into the World Series and just bullet everywhere, dude.
Everywhere, dude.
One of the toughest guys too. Like comes from his dad was a sheriff. Just good people, man. Good, hardworking people. Schwarber transformed his body over the years. Like, oh, you can't play the outfield? Yeah, he can. He's a really good athlete. He's jacked. And he's a great dude, man. And listen, what? Leaders lead from the front. We always say that here on the mayor's office. Kyle Schwarber is a leader, dude. Anywhere he goes, he wins. But he's such a good, humble guy that, when you're in a clubhouse with a guy like Kyle Schwarber, you follow him because he expects a ton out of himself. And that trickles down to all those guys in that clubhouse. I don't care if you're Bryce Harper. I don't care if you're JT Realmuto, Alec Boehm, anybody, Trey Turner. You look at Kyle Schwarber and go, there's our leader.
I love it, dude. Great point. So let's go to the opposite end of the spectrum right now. The White Sox finally won. We were so excited. We clapped on our show yesterday, and then they fired the manager after the first win he's had in 22 games. Had to be done. Nothing you could say about it. Otherwise,
no. Pedro Grifol is a great guy, but I remember Jim Leland saying one time when he went, he talks about being a manager, and he's just like, hey, listen, I got horse crap players. I'm a horse crap manager, right? I got great players. I'm a great manager. That's the bottom line. And I look at that team right now. I'm like, That's not a really good team. So I don't know if it's Pedro. I don't think it's Pedro Grifol's fault, but obviously somebody needs to take the fall for losing 21 games. And over the last 2 years, I think Pedro Grifol's over 100 games under 500. So you got to kind of look at it and say, someone's got to go down for this right now. We got to like stop the bleeding. You know, if you're going to fire somebody, somebody's got to take the fall. So, you know, the manager's going to take the fall. Like Jerry Reinsdorf's not going to fire himself. But also, the White Sox need to look at themselves right now and go, listen, we're in a place where we haven't been good for a few years now. We got to be better. You know, and like I said, it starts with Pedro Grifol, and it's the head's got to roll at times. So I think it was just a bad situation for him to have his first managerial job with the White Sox and in that environment. It just didn't work out.
All right, so we're talking about your Buccos, man, and they're playing the West Coast teams. They're playing the tough teams. They're playing the Padres. Aroldis Chapman throws a ball 104.7 miles per hour, and they still lose the game, dude. Still lose a game.
You're right, man. Like it's frustrating. If you're a Bucco fan, that's what you're doing right here. You're just scratching your head because you got to win these games. I mean, they had that game one, then Jackson Merrill ties it, in the ninth, and then they scored 3 in the 10th, and they scored 2 in the 10th. The Buccos had bases loaded, no outs, down 1, and they couldn't get a run across the board. It's like painful. So, like, you know, at the end of the day, learning to win is part of this job, and the Pirates are like, they're not winning the games they need to win right now, you know, against Arizona, against San Diego, the teams that they're right in the wild card hunt with. So that was a tough one to swallow last night, dude. And Chapman came in, you're right, he froze Manny Machado with 104.7 and to throw 105 and pitch before. And you see Machado's reaction, he was like, really?
Yes.
And was like, really?
Crazy. Talk about the gas. I don't think he's on a gas, but maybe. That's 104 miles per hour. That's crazy. And then, dude, your teams are frustrating. The Sean Casey teams are frustrating. The Reds cannot lose to the Marlins at this time of the year. They cannot lose to the Marlins at this time of year. People are so upset in Reds Nation right now. I don't know, man.
Dude, I got one name, Matt McClain. They need Matt McClain back.
It's his birthday today. It's his birthday.
Okay, happy birthday, Matt. Get back to the Reds as soon as you can.
Dude, they need him.
He's that big a deal, dude. Like, you go back to last year when they were making that run, like, McClain was right in the middle of all of it with big hits. You know, and I think when I think of that, you know, you think of when you match up 2 horses like De La Cruz, McClain, it makes everybody better. It lengthens the lineup. You look at like Soto comes with Judge. Oh man, it makes Stanton better. It makes Wells better. It makes Volpe better. It makes everybody better in that lineup. You know, and when you look at that lineup without McClain, you're like, ooh, they just can't. Like, they can't make. They're right around 500, and they just don't make the run.
No, I know, dude. And we had him on right before the season it was literally right before he got hurt, which stinks.
Yeah,
but he's a gamer. Seems like a Sean Casey gamer. Could be the cap. I could see him being the captain of that team one day. And you lose that kind of influence on a roster up the middle. Killer. Yeah. You're right. I think you're absolutely right. He's trying to come back, but they miss him big time.
They miss him big time, dude. And you're right, dude. Chinch, the leader, the captain, that guy. So when I don't think the Reds are going to make that run this year, but I think next year when McClain's back healthy, watch out,
dude. And those 2 guys up the middle for the next 7 or 8 years, man. You got something special there if you can keep them. Yeah. We talked about it.
Dude. Also, how about the Brewers? The Brewers have been good to our show. Thank you, Mikey Fasolo, their PR guy. Yeah. The Brewers have been great, but man, dude, they got some guys. You know, even Mitchell, who's swinging the bat, Terang swinging the bat. Adames is having a great year. You know, even when Yelich is out, that's a good ball club, dude. Pat Murphy has done a heck of a job with that team, man. The way they're playing ball.
Yeah.
And also another thing too, the Diamondbacks. I'm just thinking of these teams that are like starting to make runs. Mm-hmm. This is when you make your run. This is the horse in the race. Hey, we're watching the Olympics. You're watching these guys like, towards that last sprint, that 1500 the other day, U.S. wins the gold. That last sprint, you're like, here he comes. And then, bam, that's how you win the gold. Like, that's the same thing as baseball. You're watching these guys, like, when you make the move, you got to make the move. Like, the Diamondbacks are making a move. The Brewers, I've been making the move. The Padres are making a move, and the Buccos are kind of that like they're like right there. Like, hey, they're going back. They're in fourth, fifth, sixth. Like no. You got to make the run at the end. This is the end of the season. So there's a lot of teams making that run, dude. It's fun when it starts to happen.
I agree, dude. You speak the Olympics. Did you see the run walker celebrate too early?
No.
Oh, her name was Laura Garcia Caro, bro. First of all, watching the run walkers,
I know. They can't
it's
like
just
bend
such
their
a
knees or
weird
something.
thing. It's just his favorite thing to watch because she just laughs at it. This woman, dude, she was like, and this was like a miles type run, right? So she's right there, right at the front, and she's doing the weird walk, and then just starts waving to everybody.
No. Oh no.
And somebody just walks right past her, run walks.
And she lose. She
Google
lost
it. Yes, dude, you gotta Google it. It's
at
the
the
worst.
very end.
Yes, dude.
Oh my
Think
God.
about it. You train your whole life for that. And you screw up. You have a screw up like that. The Olympics make me so nervous for these people because, like I said, like you're taken away from your families, dude. You're in a gymnasium for your entire life, and when you screw up like that, it's got to be
Just cross the finish line, celebrate later. You know what I mean? Like, geez, it's like when Leon Lett got right to the. Remember Leon Lett got the fumble right there.
Don Beebe knocked it out.
Oh man, come on, Leon. That's like the Leon Leo. You come on, cross the finish line and then friggin' throw the biggest party you've ever thrown in your life. But cross the line.
Cross the line, you will have a job for the rest of your life. You'll get paid to go down Wheaties boxes, and instead you
gold medal, dude. Gold medal.
All right, let's end on that. I feel so bad for this woman. I feel terrible.
Me too, bro.
You got to Google it, dude. I'm gonna send it to you as soon as we.
All right, send it to me. Send it to me. Oh my God.
All
right, brother, man.
Everybody finish your jobs. Finish the job.
Finish strong. Do not do that. Don't wave to anybody until you cross the line. Jeez.
Run through the bag, not to the bag. That's the
there you go. Exactly.
All right, brother. Have a great time on the rest of your trip here.
Okay, man. Love you, brother. You have a great time too, and glad you had a great experience last night. Everybody out there, thanks for listening. We appreciate you. And go put on some old Def Leppard right now.
Awesome. Sugar on me.
See you, brother. See you tomorrow.